Welcome to the Catalyst Effect. I am your host, Isaac Carter. We are here live at Austin Tech Week at the Capital Factory. We're on the 5th floor right outside of the Connector Plus Lounge. Capital Factory has just been an amazing host this week, so excited to be able to work with them to help elevate the voice of the founder. And we have an amazing founder here, Adam Feynman. I believe I said your name right.
You got it right.
Awesome, and you're with Moonlight Labs. So you've got a music production, a music background. Guessing, do you sing?
Yeah, vocals and beatbox.
Beatbox.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try a little bit of that here in a minute, but now you've turned tech founder.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So yeah, my background's in music and media production. So musical artist, producing songs, performing, touring, and when it came to being a content creator, you always need a visual, right?
Yeah.
You need a music video for your song, a graphic for your show, and so I really fell in love with the intersection of like art and technology. So visuals and music is like, that's just my favorite thing.
I was an audio engineer for a long
Okay.
time, so now I see how technology has escalated that. I love seeing the audio engineer get out of the sound booth and able to go and listen to what the audience hears and engage a lot more. So seeing that level, it's all about increasing engagement, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So by virtue of being an artist, I had to be a content creator, and so that's kind of how I came out with Moonlight Labs was Oh, go closer.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go
Yeah,
closer.
no problem.
Don't be afraid of it.
Okay. Yeah. So for Moonlight Labs, what inspired it was I was trying to figure out how AI and technology can help with getting the message out there more, for whether it's a musician trying to get their message out, a small business. So that was sort of the focus, was how can generative AI help in creating visuals to help tell our stories.
Okay, so who is your customer?
So the customer originally was like musicians and artists, independent artists, people who need an accessible platform to generate visuals. It ended up growing now small businesses and basically anybody who needs to create and share content on social media. It's a pretty wide audience right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how do we take that back? How do I know if Moonlight Labs has a product or a service for me?
Yeah, so it's a web-based platform, basically if you're looking to create videos, create images, to help kind of tell your story, then you would use our platform. So you can generate videos, animations, images, edit them in an online editor, and then share across all your platforms. So create, edit, share is sort of the three pillars.
Does it have the sharing built into the platform?
All built in. So you connect Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, you name it. You schedule your posts, because I know a lot of users don't love that. It takes away from the art.
Consuming,
Yeah, it's super time consuming. It takes away from your art, from your business, and so that's sort of the point of this platform.
So what we've been doing, I buy into Fernando Labastida. He does the Viral Genius framework. He wrote a book called the Viral Genius Method. And what you can do as a founder is 45 minutes a month. You do a podcast. You talk about either a trending topic or something that's very important, bringing your best customer in, something like that. Go for 45 minutes. That gives you enough content to now you take that as transcripts. You go into trained AIs that are trained with your voice. You get your hooks, and you get the text, and you take that back to the video. Now you have to share, you have to create links, you have to share images, you need to enhance those videos, and then you have to post the content.
Right.
And Facebook, the algorithm is eating up 10 posts a day right now. You do between 8 and 12 posts a day, you'll actually start monetizing your content, even your advertising. And I've seen Karen Height from Height Digital has been doing this, 10 posts a day, every single day for the last month. And I've seen what's happened to her content. She's been getting new marketing clients as a result of it, but she also held up her first $100 check.
Okay.
And she also posted a picture of how exhausted she is.
Right, I'm sure.
Because posting, and then what's working really well with Facebook right now is asking a hook.
Right, of course.
And then 5 comments.
Right.
And I don't know if you are able to do that, where you can post the post and the first 5 comments, but if you can't, then call us and we'll build that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because that's like sugar. It's like it's catnip for the algorithm. I mean, it just goes nuts because it asks the question and then you expand it, and now you've got engagement immediately.
Okay.
And you're doing that constantly through the day, and your outreach just
Explodes.
blows up.
Right.
Yeah. How do you physically do that? Now I know how I do it. 3-4 posts a day. I hired somebody.
Right.
So on the other side of this podcast is somebody watching the content. Her name's Valerie, and she's amazing. But I would love Valerie to be able to do other things. So Catherine and I are gonna be checking out Moonlight Labs as soon as we're done here. But tell me, what stage in development are you?
So the platform's live. We launched it. We started about a year and a half ago. I'm from Canada, so we got secured funding, and we launched in this summer. And so now anybody can go to moonlightlabs.com to create, edit, and then share to all their different socials. And yeah, we've been live for a couple months now, and constantly iterating, getting feedback from our users, and probably in a week or two we'll have another huge new release.
Awesome.
We debuted something here at Austin Tech Week, which I think really helped make it simpler for users to get creating, and so we premiered the sort of the early bit of it, and then we're going to launch that hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
And going from I see an audience that has a problem,
Yeah.
and then understanding how to solve that problem,
Yeah.
and then laying out the product,
Yeah.
and then delivering that product.
Yeah.
You have just gotten past 80% of the reason why startups fail.
Sure.
90% of startups fail. 40% of the time it's because of a lack of product market fit.
Sure.
You have product market fit. I want to use your product. Maybe your pricing's wrong. I don't know about that, but you're going to learn and grow because you know how to do that. 40% of the time is execution.
Okay.
And which means 80% of startups fail because they can't get a product that matters in front of an audience that fails. And you got past that.
Yeah.
Took you a year and a half of blood, sweat, and tears.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Other founders watching this that want to be where you are right now, what is your advice to them?
Listen to the audience. So that's key. They're going to tell you everything. So be obsessed with the problem, not the solution. So for me, the problem was accessibility to a platform, accessibility to this technology. So be obsessed with that. And the problem's going to keep changing. So keep listening to what people are saying. Hey, if only I could do this, if only I could do that. Like the sharing aspect, that was something very new. We only introduced that a couple weeks ago. So people were creating, and then they're like, oh, I hate posting 10 things a day. Like even once a day is a headache.
Yeah.
So we listen and try to be obsessed with the problem. And I would say other tips, have a really great partner in some capacity. Like I'm a solo founder, but my fiance is an amazing rock and somebody to talk and riff off. So if you can get advisors, mentors, I have a dozen mentors. It takes a
Never
village.
innovate alone.
Sorry?
Never innovate alone.
Never innovate alone. There's probably a dozen people that are in my circle. Like it really takes a village to make a company, right? So, people may not share that enough, but even though I am a solo founder, there's so many people I go to for perspectives. And it's a grind, and you will never find anything, I think, as hard or as challenging, or as rewarding. Even if like business metrics may not be what you want, like I've learned so much these past 2 years. It's unbelievable.
I was working for Blue Cross Blue Shield in the Renaissance Center in downtown Detroit, and Red Bull sent their base jumping team. And I noticed there were 2 people there, and I was asking somebody, hey, why are 2 people jumping off the building? And they said, you never base jump alone.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, you know what? That is good advice for founders. Never innovate alone.
Yeah.
You have to have an ecosystem. Are you working here out of Capital Factory?
So I'm actually from Canada, so I got flown in here through the government. I'm Canadian. So, some of my advice might be a bit more to Canadians, but our government's incredibly supportive. There's grants, tax credits, really just great support systems, accelerators. But I'm sure some of that exists here too.
Yeah. Every city, at least in Texas, every larger city in Texas, McKinney, Austin, they have their economic development fund corporations that use a portion of income tax to fuel economic development.
Perfect.
And they give grants, and they do a lot of really, really important work, and that's at the local level, and then you go to the state level, and then you can go up from there. And there's a lot of programs for folks. What part of Canada are you in?
So I'm originally from the middle, city called Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
And
Okay.
then now I'm sort of hopped around Montreal, and then now I'm in Toronto.
Nice.
So yeah, I kind of rotate through there.
You know about El Mombacho?
No, what's this?
It's in Toronto. It's like every major band ever has been in this amazing little theater.
Oh, okay.
And so Code Launch was there last year.
Oh, right
And
on.
so you'll see the Code Launch Canada belt. We competed with startups to get their prototype and get it up there. We helped Materia,
Okay.
which is a Toronto-based eco-plastics engineering firm. And that's where we got our world championship belt here.
Okay, amazing.
So, love Canada. I grew up in Detroit. So
Okay, not too
spent
far.
a lot of time in Windsor and up Sarnia. And,
Okay.
went to London quite
Yeah,
a
yeah.
few times. And
Mm-hmm.
So, love Canada. And yet, you all have a lot of support in your government. We have a lot of support more at the local government level.
Okay.
Which is very, very American. And
Sure.
We enjoy that. So I really enjoy talking to you, Adam. I have an idea that I want to give you
Sure.
and see if we can collaborate on it.
Of course.
Very much around how, we can talk about that offline. So,
Sure.
Adam, really enjoyed this. I have been meeting so many awesome people, even some of the few awesome Canadians. So sorry about that. Yeah. Austin Tech Week, you are going to meet some amazing folks. We are wrapping up our podcast here at the end of the day today, but they have programming all day tomorrow, and I think they even have a little bit on Saturday. So if you're in the Austin area, stop on by Capital Factory. And this has been another episode of the Catalyst Effect with your host Isaac Carter. We're on the 5th floor, right outside of the Connector Plus Lounge here at the Capital Factory in downtown Austin.